Fire in 3, 2, 1, go.
And our bolt is in. Round 2 is underway. We do see the lightning spear coming out. Actually, still on the Zweihander sling and still on the moonbell. I don't think we'll see leaking on anything else throughout this tournament, as this is a very niche build, but the poke's gonna come through. 332. Actually, reaction rolls it is the side of Leaky. So there's gonna be the roll now coming out from the side of the moonbell. There's gonna be the poke going for the roll catch again. There it is. He's actually just delaying it again and looking for it. There's the catch flame just a little too late, but then the poke's gonna come in for the counter trade for 332. Is now the side of Malum. The running attack for 395, and now we're gonna see the catch flame for 278, and that's gonna be Malum, showing us how good that Vortex really is. Again, you get one of the best 50-50.
2, 1, go.
And our bolt is in. Our round 3 match point is underway. The lightning spear 478 to punish out the fight from the side of Leaky. Leaky now trying to keep the aggression. Immediately goes for the catch, lands it for 700. Through into the beast lane there to catch it for 247. My goodness, Leaky wanted the semifinals. He didn't care what.
1, 2, 3, fight!
And the bolt is in and underway. Our contestants both taking their fights here. The little bit of the gentleman's agreement that we've discussed earlier, as we do see Rascals now forcing the back here. That Great Shield is a very good counter to the Uggs. We do see it there, able to get the R1 poke, and that is able to break poise in the event that he does actually land it against Slave Knight here. So Slave Knight trying to play aggressive here. We do see the Beast Roar coming out. That's 79 chip damage onto that shield there as he finds the poke. 75 more. There's the R1 now from the side of Rascals into the running R1 as well. And now Slave Knight, he's not backing down. He's immediately going out. We're going to see the Gravity Fans coming out. Rolls behind for 207 is the damage. Then we're going to actually see him trying to find the roll catch there, but it actually misses. And there's going to be the roll catch from the Moonveil for 831, and the roll's going to come through for 753 to 1053 is the follow-up R1 as well. And now he's even trying to find the counter aggression here. The R1 pokes 75 damage through the shield as he's trying to find this Zweihander to catch it. That's going to be 377, goes for the roll, but actually rolling that is the side of Rascals. Rascals with the jump R1 right there, trying to find a little bit of a poise break, but Ignite able to run underneath that without a problem. 75 damage comes through from the chip there. Again, the running R1 and the jump R1 rather from the side of Rascals. The poke comes through. 75 more chip, trying to find it as he moves forward here. The poke coming through. The big slip is not good enough as the shield is right there to block, as we do see him trying to find the pressure forward here as he is throwing out the R1. 75 damage to the shield, and there's the Moonveil. Rolls it without a problem. The poke for 75. This would be the R1 from the side of Rascals. So Rascals doing a great job keeping this shield up and really forcing Slave Knight back here.
It's very curious that he chose to use his Zweihander in this matchup, because he sees, as he's being summoned in, Rascals has the shield, so you'd think he'd be pulling out the Twin Oversword for this matchup, but no, he's choosing to stay with the Zweihander. Looks like this match is over and is ready to begin the next fight. Round 3, Rascals versus Slave Knight. Cause Dante, you may fire in 3, 2, 1, go.
And our bolt is in. Our round 3 is underway. We do see the gentleman's agreement for the Biceps here, as we do see the Glintstone scraps coming out. Magic Fortification coming out from the side of Slave Knight. So very interesting choice there. As you do see the R1 a little bit more aggressive now is the side of Rascals, taking every little bit of those little bits of shield chip to try to find damage on the R1 of the Moonveil. 75 more comes in, really trying to bait out the stamina use of Slave Knight. And Slave Knight's not backing up. Actually, do you see the roll there coming out from the side of Rascals? Rascals needs to find a little bit of ways to get damage in with this Moonveil, because if he is going to lose, if he just simply lands the chips after chip after chip, you do see a lot of damage, but now it's more even. 247 damage comes from that running attack. Rascals trying to find the roll here, actually does a little bit of a panic, but not able to capitalize it is Cost, and Cost doing a great job with these rolls, getting away from this Moonveil every single chance he gets. There's going to be the R1, great roll, but the backswing's going to catch him for 234. He's right in his face again, ready to go. 75 damage through the shield. It's going to get the chip there. It's the backstab. Oh, unfortunate. Does get the false grab on the backstab, but now we're going to see the health leveled out a lot more here as another one of those R1s land. 81 chip damage through the shield on the neutral R1. There's the Moonveil looking for the mix-up. Actually does find it, but the roll is there from the side of Cost to get caught for 355 into the chip for 430 is the chip damage on that, as we do see him trying to find this pressure forward. The 75 chip after 75 chip. It does add up over time, as we can see. Now the Catch Flame's coming out. The Catch Flame is very good against this shield. It is not easy to block and get away from. The Moonveil trade's going to come in though. 499, 343 is the trade into 499 again. 730 now is the side of Rascals, and Rascals, he is not giving up. He's getting a little bit more aggressive here, and that's what he needs to do against this Catch Flame. But 456 damage comes through. Is now he's going to two-hand the altar and go for the poke here. He goes for the roll catch, lands it. 377, 452 is the chip, and now he's very low. Goes for the roll catch, and that's going to be it. Rascals is going to find the roll catch, and that's going to be a 2-1 lead for Rascals.
Oh, so close.
As well, or maybe it's just round 4. Our bolt is in, 219 damage from the side of Slave Knight. That's going to be very useful for him as he does play in this chip down game against Rascals. Rascals is going to throw it out, but the roll's going to come in, tries to find the poke, but 30 damage comes through that bubble now from the Moonveil R1, forcing the rolls there, but able to hold the shield up and get away is the side of Rascals. Another poke comes through, and there's the R1 from Rascals. They're running R1 to try to keep the counter aggression up there. Very good idea, but we do see this right-hander just finding in front of, oh, goes for the roll catch. 300 damage in counter, though, is going to be in favor of Rascals. 75 through the chip again as the backswing able to roll that, though, and tries to find the damage off this Y-hander, but Rascals able to reset the neutral, get the glintstone scraps up and running, and we do see getting away from those glintstone scraps and getting away from the Grand Fagger is going to be it. As we go for the trade, but 377 is going to come out in favor of Slave Knight here as the roll's going to come through, going for the chip. You do see he's using that fire. Y-hander, the reason he is using that fire is to get through the chip damage of that shield, and that is proving a little useful for him as he keeps this pressure up moving forward here, trying to find the wave dashes in. The R1's going to come out from the side of Rascal as telegraphed here. He throws it out again from neutral, does find it, 300 damage, but not backing off at all. There's the roll catch for 377, goes for the Vortex, 452 in total as he tries to keep it forward here again, and he goes for it one more time, trying to find it, forcing this roll out, and nearly lands it, but the reaction is there in favor. There's the roll catch though, 657 into 957, and now he's forced to back up as the roll's going to come through. Going for the poke though is the side of Scott. He's going to get cutted out by 300 damage. He's trying to find this roll poke, 377 again. He's keeping the pressure forward, but there's that R1 from the side of Rascals. Rascals trying to find this pressure moving forward here best way he can, but he's forced to back up. Koss's aggression is absolutely insane here. He's going to win that trade for 422. He's got to be careful. He's in death range against this Moonveil here as he goes for the weapon, but he's out of FP. He's now forced to roll the R1s here as Koss is now trying to punish that, and there's the trade, and that's going to be Slave Knight. Koss 2-2.
That was a teabag. LB, that was a teabag. I don't care what you say.
Very sneaky St. Trina's on the right. Knight, if you can count us in.
Dante, you can begin our finals in 3, 2, 1, go!
And our bolt is in. Round 1 of our final matches here going underway. We are going to see that same turtle build. No doubt has a soft swap set up for the St. Trina's. The Flaming Strike comes in to keep the pressure moving forward, but able to roll that out. And now the Moonveil coming in for the roll catch. Great roll from Inservant, gets away from it. And now we see the Trinas coming out, trying to find the pressure. Rascal's going to be looking for that trade, but the roll comes out from Inservant a little bit too clean, trying to get these builds going up with the jump attack there. 302, 247 traded out from the side of Rascals, and there's going to be the jump attack. Rolls out from the side of Inservant. So you see that range not quite meaning much on Trinas as he misses the jump entirely, but is able to get away from Rascals. Rascals now going with the Moonveil here, trying to mix it up with the roll, but the great rolls coming out from Inservant. There's the counter aggression, 247 from the side of Rascals there. 2 damage to the chip, but that is going to be sleep build up in the process. 302, he does get clipped from that. He's going to have to be careful here. There's the L1. He's in the corner. He doesn't want to be there as the jump L1's going to come up, but able to get away, and we're looking for a Moonveil trade here, no doubt, as he's going to be looking away, and there he goes into the sheet, trying to find it, mixing it up with the crouches, but he's going to back away, and now we're going to see that Bowless coming out. So Rascal's the first player to actually properly counter out the Trinas here just by countering the aggression and getting the Bowless in. Now trying to find the roll catch with the Moonveil and keep it up from there. There's going to be the trade actually in favor of Inservant, but it does not get the roll out in time. There's a running attack off the heavy thrusting. The Moonveil coming out, trying to find the roll catch. Great roll from the side of Rascal. Rascal now with his own roll catch there, but the trade in favor of the Flaming Strike, going for the roll catch and able to find it. But now we're going to see going with the great crouches here, but the shield blocks it. 58 damage is coming through, so using a shield of his own, 1 damage chip right there, and the roll comes out. Great roll from Inservant to get away from the Moonveil here. The pressure up against the wall. The Flaming Strike comes out, going for the Flaming Strike again, trying to find this roll catch here, looking for the running R2, no doubt, as the Moonveil comes out from the side of Rascals, rolled out from Inservant without a problem, rolling it again in the counter, 365, trying to find the chip, and now we're going to see the Moonveil coming through to try to counter it, but there it is, 584 from the side of Rascals, and he's going to pick up the first set in a 1-0 lead. Actually see Josiah going for the F.O.C and not offering the Seppuku this time around. Perhaps he is going to be utilizing that Raptors in the Mist against these Y-hander from Slave Knight Koss. Slave Knight trying to find the damage moving forward here as we do see the Flaming Strike now coming out for the jump attack there, trying to find the pressure against the altar here as we do see it now bumming back and forth. The jump R2 traded out by the R1 is inside of Slave Knight, but Josiah able to get away. Josiah now trying to find the pressure forward, forced it back up against this Y-hander here as the poke comes out. Phenomenal spacing comes out into the running attack for the punish, but unable to land it as we do see the poke now coming out from the side of Slave Knight. The jumping R1 actually lands the backswing for 381 damage, and that's the first bit of damage we see. Then the Flaming Strike, 438, and now Slave Knight with that aggression that we've seen so well. He takes damage and he's right in his face, and there's the first poke, goes for the jump attack to counter the true combo for 1,287 damage. We do see the Flaming Strike for the roll catch now, and that's going to be Josiah flipping it back around and taking it 1-0 in our first match. Of Josiah Knight, if you can count us in.
3, 2, 1, go.
Our bolt is in. Our match is underway. We do see each player trading out their respective buffs here, as we do see the heavy thrusting versus the Wugs this time around. I'm just going to note out that Josiah actually has a small shield on his back, so perhaps we will see some shield poke coming out. And there it is, 322 damage. Is going to get away, though, from the Ash of War that we do see the Holy Ground coming out, jumping a little bit of the damage there, but does still take 160. Not a bad encounter to see there, as we do see him now with the poke there, able to get away from it. Does have to manage the stamina. It is a lot easier to break that small shield rather. And there it is. And we do see the repost coming out. 175 in the first bit of damage, chains into 906 in total. And the Ash of War on the ground. He goes for it, gets hit outright, and that's going to be Slave Knight taking it back in a one.
Go.
And our bolt is in. Our match is underway, as we actually are going to see the Seppuku now coming out from the side of Josiah, and perhaps that's why we see the robustness shield there, to make sure that he is able to avoid the bleed poke from that. As we do see it now, the Wugs is trying to find, but the jumping R1 is in a combo with the 1681 with the bleed. My goodness, Slave Knight's health is nearly empty there, as the jump R2 is going to come out now, but Slave Knight can turn this around. To roll, bad pivot, the jump attack almost lands back in the corner now. It's a jumping R1 coming out from the side of Cost. Cost now really trying to push him back in the corner as the Wugs is going to be anti 5'9", and we're going to see the explosion there with the jump R1 to come in, and he's going to trade it out and get into 383. 483 as well is what's going to do the damage onto Josiah, and there's the running attack for 483 into the R1. He's got to have a lot of bleed build up here as Josiah trying to find the damage. The Fan Dagger's coming in, 9 damage to the chip right there, drawing out the R1, a little bit delayed there from the jump. Now Cost trying to find the damage forward. We do see this Colossal Wugs fading out back and forth, looking for it. The jumping R2 comes out, jumps over this predicted poke, but the poke does not land, and there's the hit right there. Josiah's going to take it in a 2-1 victory.
I think this is an upset. Josiah defeating Slave Knight Cause, going into the loser's spot.
And our bolt is in. Our match is underway. We do have the fight coming out from this player here, and actually eats the blood, the robustness buff instead of like a boil prawn or something like that. So very good play. Again, we're going to see the status play coming in here. And there's the anti-air from the Flaming Strike that we talked about. The charged R2 is going to get jumped over from the side of Josiah, though. The running R2 coming in. That is going to be a phantom hit. 553 into 957. Yet to see a bleed proc. So again, you're seeing the large robustness bar coming out from the side of Inservant here, really trying to get away from this bleed and counter picking it out. The Flaming Strike from Lucifer trying to push him back. The anti-air not going to be enough, but it does stun him out. And then the running R2 to trade, and there's a jump attack through the tiers for 685 damage, and Josiah is on a roll. He hasn't lost a match, and what would this be, the 5th win in a row?